By attacking Sharad Pawar directly today, Ajit Pawar has marked a major milestone, not just in the NCP, but in Indian politics. I'll explain how. Because even the Prime Minister, when labelling the NCP as corrupt recently, never took Sharad Pawar's name directly. Now, none of this stalwart politician's many rivals and detractors have so far ventured to take him on at a personal level. But that's what his own nephew, Ajit Pawar, has done today. By alluding to his uncle's age, asking why Sharad Pawar keeps changing his mind about retirement, Ajit Pawar has ventured where no Pawar beta over decades has dared to go before. Ajit Pawar may have the numbers in this ongoing MLA bean count, but he may have just handed one of India's most wily politicians a big fat weapon to take to the people of Maharashtra. Because Sharad Pawar, 82 years old, is still part of the star cast of Indian politics, nowhere near being relegated to any Marg Darshak Mandal. As someone who has dominated Maharashtra politics for decades now, Sharad Pawar is now a non-negotiable part of the national political canvas, a stalwart whose experience and command is depended on by a whole host of parties to rally a united opposition to mount a fight against the Modi Sarkar next year. As you watch this nail-biting dynastic battle break out between the Pawars today, it's useful to look at Sharad Pawar's journey so far, because in that path lie many clues to what Pawar continues to trudge on regardless. Sharad Pawar became Secretary of the Maharashtra 24, and then at the age of 27 became an MLA for the party on a Congress party ticket. At 32, Minister for the first time in 1972. 6 years later, his boss, Chief Minister Dada became Maharashtra's youngest ever Chief Minister at the 2 years later, Indira Gandhi famously Pawar government in 1980. Biden fought and won his first Lok Sabha election from Baramati in 1984. In 1986, he returned to the Congress and became the Maharashtra Chief Minister for the second time in his career. Then in 1990, despite falling short of a majority, Pawar managed to secure the support of a dozen independent MLAs and stormed back to the Chief Minister's chair for the record third time. By this time, Pawar had also begun to nurse very real prime ministerial ambitions. But his quest to storm the Delhi throne failed, only allowing him to secure the post of Defence Minister in the then P.V. Narasimha Rao government in 1991. Missing his chance to be Prime Minister, something he wanted very, very badly, Sharad Pawar still wanted to be some kind of a boss, and being Defence Minister simply didn't cut it. And so in 1993, he returned to Maharashtra as Chief Minister for a record fourth time in the wake of the Bombay riots after the Babri Masjid demolition. But 2 years later, the Congress lost power on Sharad Pawar's watch. Then in 1999, Pawar made his second big exit from the Congress party, this time on the issue of then President Sonia Gandhi's foreign origins issue, and floated what we now know as the NCP, the very party that is now being torn apart from within. For a decade between 2004 and 2014, Sharad Pawar was the UPA's agriculture minister. In 2014, losing power both at the centre and in Maharashtra, Sharad Pawar began a brief dalliance with the BJP, something he has been accused of doing for a whole decade now. Remember, a very cordial personal relationship with Prime Minister Modi has only added to the intrigue over Sharad Pawar's intentions. In 2019, Pawar, at the age of 79, led a spirited fight back against the BJP Shiv Sena, ensuring that the NCP and the Congress performed well enough to create a famous stalemate. Everyone remembers what happened, because after several twists and turns in that saga, including nephew Ajit Pawar's unsuccessful attempt to form a government with the BJP at that time, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi, or the MVA, came to power under Shiv Sena President Uddhav Thackeray, with Pawar, Sharad Pawar, as the glue of that big rainbow coalition. And this year, Sharad Pawar dramatically announced his resignation as the NCP chief amidst a lot of buzz that his nephew Ajit Pawar was considering breaking the party and joining the hands with the BJP, a suspicion that has proven painfully true for the NCP today. Those who know Sharad Pawar know that it is virtually impossible that he wasn't aware of the big rebellion and his nephew's plans. Many wonder if all that's happening is part of some much bigger game that only Sharad Govindrao Pawar actually understand. Now, a track record of shrewd movements and strategic thinking is possibly to blame for the perception that Sharad Pawar ko sab kuch pata hai, and Sharad Pawar will still have the last laugh. For a politician at 82, a Rajya Sabha MP and a patriarch of a dynasty, Sharad Pawar has his hands more full than most. Remember, apart from keeping his house in order in Maharashtra, a constellation of parties spread all across the country look up to Sharad Pawar literally now to be the rallying point for opposition unity ahead of 2024. When it comes to netas like Sharad Pawar, they say the past does not pass. 44 years after he became Maharashtra Chief Minister, for the first time, trust Sharad Pawar to continue being the lead actor in Bombay's latest blockbuster.